2020 cricket is defined by kinetic force. Every delivery offers a chance to score, and the batters who thrive here are the ones who can produce runs at a volume and speed that bowling attacks simply cannot contain. Over the last 2 decades, an elite tier of batters has emerged to lead this high-octane format. Players like Virat Kohli and David Warner, who have consistently set the standard for consistency across the globe. But for years, the upper limit of the all-time scoring list was defined by West Indies legend Chris Gayle. Gayle's career total of 14,562 runs acted as a persistent benchmark. It was the statistical ceiling that, for a long time, seemed to represent the maximum output possible in the modern T20 era. That benchmark finally shifted in July of 2026. It occurred during a standard domestic fixture in the 100 as the Manchester Supergiants faced the London Spirit at Lord's. Jos Buttler was at the crease, but he didn't produce a highlight reel performance. He hit 1-4 and 1-6, managing 16 runs off 11 deliveries before he was dismissed. This chart tracks their respective career paths. Those 16 runs were exactly what Buttler needed to cross the threshold, pulling his career total ahead of Gayle's final tally. A quiet 11-ball innings in London was enough to reorganize the all-time leaderboard, installing Buttler as the new second-highest run scorer in the history of the format. Jos Buttler has become the defining statistical giant of the modern game. Across 487 individual innings, these points aggregate to 14,572 runs. His efficiency separates him. Maintaining a 146.74 strike rate keeps him in the extreme upper quartile for scoring speed despite his longevity. The data also highlights 102 half-centuries and 9 full centuries. Buttler's record is the result of a difficult balance, the stamina to play nearly 500 matches, combined with the technical skill to score at a high velocity in almost every appearance. That high-volume scoring is not limited to domestic leagues. It translates directly to the international stage. On the international T20 leaderboard, Pakistan's Babar Azam and India's Rohit Sharma currently hold the top 2 spots for career runs. Buttler sits directly behind them with 4,212 runs. Within the English national team, his lead is significant. Looking at this comparison of all-time English scorers, Buttler is the only player in the country's history to cross both the 3,000 and 4,000 run thresholds. By excelling in the international arena and the global franchise circuit, Buttler proves he can produce runs regardless of the system or conditions. There is a final metric to his career that numbers alone cannot capture: his role as a leader. Buttler was the captain who led England to the 2022 ICC Men's T20 World Cup title, defeating Pakistan in the final in Australia. He is only the second English captain to achieve this, following Paul Collingwood's maiden tournament win in 2010. Coupling elite run production with a World Cup winning captaincy moves his legacy past individual statistics and into the realm of the game's most decorated players. Buttler has secured his place as the most prolific English T20 batter and the second highest scorer globally. However, one name still sits at the very top of the list. This model of the all-time leaderboard shows the final gap. The number 1 spot is held by Kieron Pollard, who has accumulated 14,803 runs at a strike rate of 151.02. While passing Chris Gayle was a significant career milestone, Pollard remains the final statistical barrier in Buttler's career. The difference between Buttler and the world record is currently 231 runs. This changes the context of Buttler's upcoming matches. We are entering the final stretch of a decade-long chase. Every boundary he scores now directly reduces that 231-run margin, bringing him closer to the all-time lead. The next time Jos Buttler walks to the crease, he is playing for more than a match victory. He is playing to become the most prolific T20 run scorer to ever play the game.